How y'all doing, people? I know it's been a while since I did a video, but welcome to the King's Eyes channel. Heading home from work, thought I'd throw a video about an interesting topic. And that topic is paying for sins you didn't commit. So, as a man who was born to a family that didn't come from much, never had a whole bunch of money, wasn't really that well off, to be honest, at all. We were poor. No, we were poor. We couldn't even afford the second O or the R, just P-O. So, recently I've decided to make some life changes. And those life changes were to build for myself. I'm in my late 20s and I'm not as far along as I would like to be. And the reason for that is I'm taking care of people. I'm taking care of people that should be able to take care of themselves, to be honest, and to be 100. As a young man, one of the things I hear is, when I get rich, I'm going to take care of my moms. I'm going to help my moms. I'm going to help my family. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's crazy how selfless males can be. We are some selfless beings. It is in our nature to be selfless. But the fact of the matter is, myself included, we gotta let that go. Better yourself. Build for yourself. Don't be shamed for moving out. Don't be shamed for not paying a bill. Don't be shamed for saving your money instead of buying your mom this, buying your family that. You feel me? If you struggled growing up and you made something of yourself, however little that may be, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So, going into my story, I recently, I moved out of my mother's house at the age of 18. And I was gone for years. And then recently, at the end of last year, I moved back in, to make some financial moves, some investments, do some things for myself. And, of course, I helped my mother out. I put some money in her hands, a couple hundred, a decent little amount, honestly. Enough to pay rent somewhere else. But my train of thought is, why pay rent when I could give this money to my mom's, help her out, and still save enough to make my investments, to make the moves that I want, to accomplish the things that I need to. And truth be told, once I moved in, on top of giving her that money, I'm paying for car repairs. I'm paying for house repairs if I'm not doing them myself. I'm getting things she need here. I'm getting this she need. I'm getting that she need. I took over the role of her man, in a sense. And that got me thinking, I've been doing this for years. All through college, all through my adult life. Even teenage life. When I first got my first job, I started helping paying bills. And it got me thinking, I feel like I should be further. Now, I don't regret helping my mother at all. I love my mother. If anybody played with her, you'll have to deal with a 6'5", 300-pound man. But at the same time, I gotta let go of that anchor. I gotta let go of what's holding me back. And as bad as that may sound, it is wrong for a person to live their life in the service of somebody else. Whether that be your mom, your dad, your auntie, sister, brother, grandma, grandpa, whoever. If you not enjoying your life, sit back and reflect. How much of what you actually want to do you get to do? You know? You come from a single parent household. You the oldest. You take on the responsibilities that come with that. Responsibilities that would be the other parents or, another adults. You fill that role because you want to help. But the truth be told, you didn't put yourself in that position. My mother was a single parent with 4 children. 4 of us. I'm the oldest. She decided to have a kid with my dad. She decided to have me. I don't want to hear that excuse, men change, men like whatever. You should not be having a child. You should not be risking it. If you are not in a position to take care of said child. Now, I'm thankful for the struggle because it turned me into the man I am today. I am relatively successful. Like I said, late 20s, no kids. I make enough money to live comfortably, to be honest. And that's one of the conclusions I came to, and one of the changes I decided to make for myself. To stop living and making up for sins that I didn't commit. I'm about to build for me. And in the end, hopefully that allows me to help my mother or family in the best way possible. But people don't grow if you become their contingency plan. If they can always come to you for help and you solve the problem, it stunts their growth. And I had to stop being that. I ain't gonna get into details because this is not a bash my mother topic. Like I'm not doing that. Like I said, I love my mother. She did work hard to make sure me and my brothers and sisters, had everything we needed. On top of her half of the genetics she gave me. Which allowed me to have some successes in life that, most other people can't. But when I sit back and I actually reflect on my life, as much as I have accomplished, I can't help but think how much more I would have been able to accomplish if I didn't have to take on responsibility that I shouldn't have had to take on. Like, a male should be in the house providing income. In the end, young men, if you're listening to this, it is not your responsibility to live your life making up for the sins of your parent or whoever. Live your life for you. If you want to build something, build it. Commit to that. But don't be used by people. Sometimes, they may not even know they're using you. Sometimes they do know they're using you. But you can't allow yourself to be used. Be stronger than that. Be strong enough to say no. Help where you can, or take into consideration all of the options and help where you feel is best. But the only responsibility you have, unless you have children and a wife or whatnot, is to you. So if you come like me from a single parent household, from the projects, from nothing, it's not your responsibility to bring everybody else up with you. Live your life. Build for you. Everybody is responsible for their life. You know, I'm being attacked because people feel like I left my mother high and dry because I'm no longer making all this money to give to her. I'm not. I refuse to be manipulated anymore, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. I refuse. And it may, like I said, it may seem harsh. Some people may be like, oh, that's evil. No. People have to be forced to grow up. People are like water. They take the path of least resistance. If I'm always there to catch you when you're falling, you no longer become afraid of falling. That don't benefit you. Just like I have to build myself up, you do too. Or pay for the decisions that you made. Period. So don't pay for the sins that you did not commit. Sins that happened before you. You didn't choose what life you were born into, but you choose what you do with it. You do. Not for nobody else, but for you yourself. Be easy, y'all. One.